bro, you're right, we'll bring that right there. Yeah.
Look, roll up, call the hotline, come phone up. Yeah, the one down to the shoulder, stacking up, no folder. Hold up, roll up, go on running round for the gold rush. All around the town like no luck. I was on the way for the soda. Hold up, roll up, call the hotline, come phone up. Yeah, the one down to the shoulder, stacking up, no folder. Hold up, roll up, go on running round for the gold rush. All around the town like no luck. I was on the way for the soda. Hold up.
Alright, calm down, love. Yeah, like I said, $1 million peppers half price tonight. That's 500 bags of sand and a free tomato for you treat your girl. Alright then, will that be cash or card, my dear?
Look, I was outside, I'm putting work in the field all night. Planting that seed, then I get mad. That's how I be when you goes inside. I was on time, yeah, I was on time. Bro, make sure I did the crop just right. Chop this down and I hop this flat. Straight fuckadelic, can we work for the get it with the fart, then I'm at the back door. Hey, really jump from a daddy rap more. Once this time, running with the cat. Daddy running back, you know the trap more. Cat dog, running them on the own court. Basement, killing them out of the trap door. Hey, really rocking and dropping them on the floor. Hot, pepper, top, stepper, hey.
Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope we're good. Happy Monday, one and all. Quick audio check. Are we sounding nice? Are we sounding fresh? Are we sounding lovely? Are we crackle free? Is the question that we all need to be answering at this point. Calaspira Jason, Rougeau's here. Matt says we're all good. We are all good. Musterman says we're sounding sexy. And if we're sounding as sexy as Musterman's face, then that, oh my word, we're going to have to be up behind an age certification rating at the moment. That's a topical joke about websites. So welcome. Well, Tune's in as well. Time to break the rot or get on the job. Anyone from Malmo? It's a good question. It's a very good question, isn't it? Quarantine cyclist, evening. I'm here for Downers. You've not been here recently, have you, cyclist? You must have been. Downers. Silliness is what we're here for. Silliness, daftness, and no football talk this time, please. Let's get ourselves in, shall we? This week is a good day for VPN companies, says Quarantine Cyclist. Yeah, and I would like to take this moment to announce my current sponsorship with NordVPN that I don't have actually at the minute. So if NordVPN are watching, I'll happily take a sponsorship. Not for those reasons, obviously, but you know, if some people are wishing to peruse the internet in whatever manner they wish, you know, then I would like to be able to facilitate that for them. But at the minute, I don't have any access to any discounts for VPN companies. How many MPs have bought stocks in VPN? Answer all of them. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's a little bit like that, isn't it? TJ, I have a question. Why is all football from the prehistoric times, before 2010, so bad? Well, this is a good question, Musterman, because obviously, you are right, of course, that all football prior to 2010 was, in fact, either not real or awful, apparently. Clearly not as good as the fantastic product that is available right now for a very reasonable price of £86,000 per match. So, yes. Why watch football live when you can watch it on the telly? That's the current motto of football. So there you go. That's the ultimate saying. It's just awful, isn't it? It's just awful. Quick shout out though, by the way, for Granit Xhaka. Oh, the Granit Xhaka. Come on. I know we're not going to talk about football at all, but just to let you know, if anybody does have a VPN that I can watch videos of Granit Xhaka to have myself some special time, that's 100% what I'm going to do with myself. Like if I'm injured for the Callum charity match in Slough, I think there's a reason. I think we can all take a wild guess as to why that is. Yeah. So that could be it. Dazza on TikTok. Gonna start a new FM save. Give me a team and objectives. Sunderland, Champions League, 3 seasons, go. You know, just like in real life. That's what I recommend. Or Guingamp in France. Champions League, 5 seasons, go. Paul Malone, brilliant content as per usual. Paul knows. Paul knows. You know what I mean? He's got it. He's got it. Yeah. Farage is a yes, he is. Absolutely is. Let's quickly have a little nosy. We had a little nosy at the No More Kids for Christmas once Mrs. Jacker joined Sunderland. I've got to go to the doctors to make sure the No More Kids turn up, just by accident. But I was going to suggest that we all just stand next to the new Reggie Labrie Bridge and just, create a water slide for him, but maybe we shouldn't. Is this a Journey Moneyball or just Moneyball for this team? So, Joey, basically what happened, we had a Journeyman save go on, and we spent a reasonable amount of time looking. We were 4 years in Finland, we were 3 years in Romania, 2 years in Poland, came to Sweden, and we thought we'd add a Moneyball concept into this particular team, just to kind of make things a bit different, to be honest, and I quite liked it, so it might stay. It might stay. Not saying it's been hugely successful. Journey Ball. There we go. Journey Ball. That's the one, Dan. Bravo. The money journey. Yeah. It's beautiful. Frenzy, appreciate the follow. Very kind, my friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate your support. Should say as well, by the way, anyone who joins up supporting via Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, you're all absolutely wonderful people. Rugio, 49 months on the sub. Rugio, my man, that is insane levels of support. Thank you so much, and I genuinely appreciate that, as you know I do. That is wonderful. 49 months, that's some going, isn't it? That is some going. Jason, first two clubs employed TJ didn't pay him a dime in wages. The journey is taking a little bit longer. This is why I did Moneyball, because I was the cheapest signing. I was literally delivering more than my wages allowed. Over 4 years now. I think it probably is. You must be we know you're OG. We know you're OG. But I mean that is crazy, isn't it, to think 4 years of TJ content. Yeah. But then again, it makes sense. It makes absolute sense. Still mostly sane. Mostly. Not fully, obviously. Yeah. Certainly wouldn't expect it to be fully. Mami Makulu Dinden is weren't your wages early on basic, a packet of mid-tier biscuits? It wasn't even that, Luffy. Literally we were getting no money at all in HIF. We weren't getting paid for 4 years, and we just dealt with it, which was quite frankly ridiculous, really, when you think about it. Speaking of things that are ridiculous, our board, right? Our board. I think they're rotters, right? Because what they did, I don't know if you remember this, they've cut our wage budget down. Yeah? Now, we knew that we obviously had to try and save some money because we didn't have much money in terms of in the club, in a 50-cent capacity. There was no money in the club. And so we had no bottles of Bub or Bud, depending upon how you originally heard it. Whether it was a bottle of Budweiser or a bottle of bubbly. And £3.2 million in the red. A transfer budget of £100,000, which isn't brilliant. Big Liam, we are doing a Journeyman save. We are. This is our fourth club now. Potentially soon to be our fifth. We'll see. We're busy trying to explain where we are. Kay, why do I only get 15% of transfer revenue? Please help. That is down to your board. We're already getting 5%. 15%. You're rolling in money, my friend. I've got 15%. So I sold a player recently, right? I sold a player for where did we get one there? 55 grand, 125 grand. I got nothing. I got literally nothing to add. So I would love 15% of transfer money back into our pockets. It'll be so good. What leagues have we got? We've got loads of leagues. Australia, Austria, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, France, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Norway, Serbia, South Korea, Sweden, Turkey, the United States, and Ukraine. That's what we've got. Quite a setup, I think. Go Hacken, says Semet. Agreed. Evening, George. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. So yes, we made a bit of money back on our wage budget because we released El Debo. El Debo, unfortunately, has gone because, you know, we were paying him $3,500 to sit around and do nothing. So we thought, right, let's release him because 1 goal in 15 games wasn't good enough to keep him in the team. So released him, and then Joe McNabb has agreed to join. He's agreed to just give up football, clearly, because I mean, what's this? What's this? What's ABBA? ABBA what? ABBA who? He's gone off to join ABBA, apparently. So that's fine. So his wages, of course, have now been amortized, I believe is the current phrase. And I was like, right, fine, we've got some money to play around with now. And then the board just took them, just went, yeah, we'll have them back, thanks. So it's gone. So we've gone from having 50 grand a week to spend on wages. We now have less than what we're paying out. So we're paying 37, but we're committed to spending 39. So I can't help but feel this is turning into Leeds again. For those people who were around during the Leeds adventure in British Steel, as much as I love Hacken and I want to do well here, I feel like me and the board are about to start butting heads. Yeah. It is better than HIFK, just. But having said that, let's see what we've got. McNabb is crucial to the team. McNabb is crucial to the team, George. He's the captain. He's a leader. But unfortunately, he's Scottish and wanted to return to his homeland. And we can't afford to keep him, so he just left. So he's going to leave on a free. We should have really sold him for money previously. That's the Moneyball thing. You're meant to sell when the opportunity's there. And I didn't. I thought, you know what? Maybe it's better to have him in the team for a bit longer. I was quite selfish, and I don't know whether that's actually the best way to do things or not. Favourite FM Wonder Kid, asks Robert. I've got no idea. Joe Bellingham, maybe? I don't think we've played with Wonder Kids at all. Like, all of our Wonder Kids are new gens, and you tend not to find them in, like, Finland in the 2nd division. DCFC fan, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Can you not just import some Iron Brew and bribe them? Could do. Chris Rigg, of course, yeah, Rigg is awesome as well. Very familiar, of course, with his work. So yeah, interesting on the job market then. Odd Bowel Club. Very insecure. They're in the bottom. Ooh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be interesting. Little trip back to Odd's Bowel Club. Do you go star rating or stats? For this one, stats, Liam. And by stats, we mean actual stats, like, you know, number of goals scored, number of chances created, number of progressive passes, number of high-intensity sprints, not, you know, stats that are also called attributes. Any update on FM26? No, not at all. We need to hire staff who is an expert in selling our players at the perfect time. Maybe. Well, maybe when we go to our next club, maybe we utilise the director of football possibly, and we take a step back and we don't have any control over the transfers. Maybe that's a little thing we could add into each club, so each club has a little bit of a different vibe to it. Any tips for beginners? Loads of tips for beginners. CC17. I would say, first of all, I would start with a team that you know really well, yeah, or start with the club you manage, because you'll know how that team is, how that team plays, who the players are. You'll know who you would sign if you were the manager. Yorkshire lad, this is FM24, pal. And then what I do is master your tactics. So your 4-2-3-1, your 4-4-2, your 4-3-3. Then once you've done that, try looking at something different, or take one of the easy routes. So, you know, Liverpool or Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain. Go with an easy team where you're expected to win everything. and you should be able to win without too much pressure. So yeah, that's what I do. I then start like stripping it back a little bit. How do I share my screen? I've got no idea. John. I'm not sharing my screen. You can see some of the screen on the TikTok bit here. If you want to see it full screen, you can come over to Twitch, which is Tony Jameson FM, or you can come to YouTube and join it there as well. Again, also Tony Jameson FM. It's wild to me that FM is still including fictional places like Manchester Red and Aber what now? Yeah, exactly. Yorkshire lad, John, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. And William McClelland as well. Appreciate the follows there. Very kind. Thank you. Nicholas Dabber's ass is not welcome, says Jason. Absolutely not. Gambara Saka looking interesting. No, not at the minute. It's not. It's not at the moment. Gareth Davies, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Xhaka for Sunderland. What do I think? Rich, if I'm being brutally honest, and if I'm being quite candid about the situation, we're all friends around here. I think, pretty sure I'm going to rip my cock off when it's locked down. Okay? So just putting it out there, I think it is probably the biggest signing that we've ever managed to pull off. And because of that, I am willing to go blind. Okay? So why wasn't I at the FM World Cup? In what capacity, Liam? Like, as a manager, and I wasn't at the FM World Cup because in a managing capacity, because Scotland didn't put a nation in. Unfortunately, they didn't actually put a actually declare a manager, so I couldn't be part of it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just how it is. Maybe next year or whenever the next one is, 2 years time, 3 years time, 4 years time, whenever they get round to making it. Maybe the Scottish FA will do something about it. And to be fair, I'll probably not get asked to do it because of the fact I'm not very good. But it would be fun. It would be fun to do. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. We will just see. It's A&E and Sunderland just filled with fans who've removed their penises. Pretty much, must have been. And do you know what? That's before the Xhaka news has even come out. That's just a normal Monday. Welcome in new people. Absolutely. So these are the options then. So Odds Battle Club is possibly going to become available. Malmo, if we stay in Sweden, Malmo's really tempting. Viking Stavanger in Norway. Molde, I'm less convinced with. Molde. Halmstad, Brommapojana, not massively. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to jump just yet. I mean, Elfsborg's just become available. What do you think, chat? Where's your heads at with what's going down? Like, we've just signed Pavle Milosevic, who, by all accounts, is has the ability to do the unexpected, which we like. Besiktas must be due soon. I think so. Costa Rica, says Liam. That would be Journeyman and a half, wouldn't it? Just like, right, okay, we're off to Costa Rica. Says I'm going through a divorce. Get the Viking job, we'll change your name to Tony the Red. Good, dude. Am I getting Xhaka on my shirt? Do you know what? As a 45-year-old man, I've never considered getting a name on the back of a shirt. But maybe. No. Like, the blue long sleeve one would look class with Xhaka on the back. But I'm probably not going to. Spicy Habanero, welcome in. I didn't get Ahmad because he wasn't there all the time. I didn't get Job. But I mean, maybe there's a world where he has Ahmad Diallo tucked under his arm like a piece of carpet because he's just gone to Man United and just strong-armed him out, and there's nothing that Amorim can do about it. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I'd love it to be a possibility. So, transfer window's open. Okay? Just again, to give us some context as to what's going on here. Transfer window's open. we're currently 6th. We've gone through a little bit of bad form here. Elfsborg, we lost to Djurgården, AEK. Hammarby was horrific, 5-2. Very, very poor result. So yeah, we need to work out what we do. Whether we try and... Well, we can't really recruit, I think. Unless we can get some players in on loan who aren't going to cost us anything. So that's probably going to be our first thing. But we looked at a player called Mohamed Salah just to see if he was any good. And he looks fine, but he's going to be too expensive, we think, for what we can get. He relishes big matches. I don't think he's going to be able to emergency backup. £1,000? No, you know what? I don't think he's where we spend £1,000. I think left back is where we spend £1,000 because McNabb is going to leave at the end of our season, so we probably do need a left back and a striker. That's where I think the main focus has got to be. Ultimately, you know. And we had a look at a big Greek striker, but he was going to cost far too much money, so we couldn't get him in. But yeah, we'll look at players that we've already looked at. We'll look at players we've scouted. We'll look at players who the scouts are going to bring to us and say, look, how about this guy? We obviously don't use the search filters because that's outlawed. Oakwell, appreciate the follow. Thank you for that. Very kind. Do I reckon Sunderland will survive? Liam, we're going to win the league, mate. Like, I mean, if we have to settle for just the Champions League, then fine. But, you know, fine. We could do that if needs be. Need ideas for a 3-man network save in the Premier League? Any ideas? Yeah, get 2 more mates and pick 3 teams in the Premier League. Ricky Bohm, skin name, the Musterman skin, Ricky. Musterman. So type Musterman, FM24 skin into any of your popular search engines, and that will populate straight away. And Musterman's in the chat here, by the way, over on Twitch, so you can come and say hello to him if you want to. Love the podcast and content. Will we ever see a new FM at some point? Oh, well, at some point there'll be a new one. Appreciate the fact you're into the podcast, though. It's very kind. Thank you for that. I do appreciate the support. Genuinely lovely. But as for FM 25, 26, 27, 28, I've got no idea. Nobody knows. No one knows. I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't necessarily even know in normal times at this time anyway. They still wouldn't be mentioning anything about it in July. So I don't see why people are still a bit uppity about it. You know? But again, maybe that's just me being, me looking for logic, which, as we know, is not welcome around here. Moneyball is hard in Luxembourg with a part-time club. Yeah, well, I mean, with that, it's very much a case of selling players the second somebody wants to buy them, really, and replacing them with players who are free. I think that's kind of where you need to be at, really, with that one. Let's ask our director of football, our so-called director of football. Have you got a left back for us, please? Anyone who's going to be decent. Porstein Olafsson. Obviously, the problem with Moneyball is that when players are being recommended, you don't know who they are or whether they're any good. Didn't SI leave it with updates to follow, but no updates? Yeah, updates to follow. It didn't say when the updates were going to come. Need a new FM. You need grass, mate. No, you need outside fresh air. Yeah, there will be updates at some point when there's time to let people know. Cosmin Eradef, appreciate the follow. Very kind. I think too many people took it too literally that when they said about communication and transparency that they would release information every single day, which of course is impossible. It's absolutely impossible. I wish the uppity people get the FM game in 6 months delay of the game release. What would Xhaka do? Xhaka would just tackle someone. Do you know what I mean? He'd just tackle someone, and he'd go, "You sort it out tomorrow. That's not my problem." Granted, Xhaka knows when the next FM's coming out. I can guarantee it. Yeah. Fresh air. If you follow my team, you would keep inside. Enjoy FM. Who do you support? Oakwell. Barnsley, I'm guessing. I don't know much about Barnsley. Am I right with Barnsley? Is that the correct one? SI promising more transparency, more communication. Sounds like management at work. Yeah, exactly. And even just by doing one transparency and one communication, that's better than before. So all they have to do is say that there will be something at some point, and they've done more than they before. I don't know. For me, I'm not that fussed about it. Like it'll come out when it comes out. There's no point in me getting wound up about it, worried about it. People saying that they're worried about games. It's like, oh, really? We're not doing this again, are we? FM show live this year. Not this year, unfortunately, Dan. So interestingly, after I've just said all this about people like sitting and just waiting for stuff, because there's no guarantees that there is a game this year, we haven't booked the room for November. Because I didn't want to run the risk of nobody being around. So I was like, right, I'm just gonna not book it this year, but I will focus instead on trying to get the FM Con booked at some point next year. So that'll be my trade-off. Like, we obviously couldn't get the live show, so let's see if we can get something else in its place. Yeah. Didn't they also say something along the lines of when we're able to, as opposed to regularly throughout development? Guess there's probably some shareholder restrictions. Again, I mean, Musterman, this all sounds like logic. This all sounds like logical thinking. And you know what I think about logical thinking, right? Yeah, like it'll just be like, information will come out when it comes out. Any truth that RDF is actually declining the live show? He's a post-Zealand League big shot and you can't afford his rider. No, it's more along the lines of the RDF can't work his iCalendar. So we figured it was easier to not put it in. Right, so Pacheco doesn't actually think we have the money to sign him. He's probably right. Fair enough. No problem. George, I've been following the new Japanese FM game on YouTube. It looks like really cool so far. Interesting. I've not seen any of it. I've not had a look at it. I've been watching Musterman's content. Musterman's stuff's great. You know that already, right? You should follow Musterman, by the way. If you don't already do so, you should definitely do that. I've also been following the FM show, by the way, the podcast that I'm a part of. I mean, I say follow it. I'm on it. I host it, so I'm aware of it. Very much aware of it. That's out every single Thursday. I'm trying to think what next week's episode is. Oh yeah, next week's episode. So last week's episode, FM26 Wishlist. Next week's episode, FM26 Wishlist Part 2. But more of a tactical thing, I think, to be honest, this week. And for Patreon members, the network save is back as well. So, yeah, shouldn't moan. The next video is heartbreaking. Signed a play only to realise his low value is a bug. Got to start over. Oh, did you hit that part where, is it like 5 seasons in or something? 7 seasons in? Oh dear. Oh dear. I feel for you. I feel for you, Musterman. I really do. Fuck you, Thomas Handel. Handle this. Logic, not the first thing you'd think of the man who created attributeless skin would use. No, not at all. You'd think there goes a man who hates people. I mean, it still doesn't really define logic, does it? He says before ripping off his cock. Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we managed to convince Dakun to join previously on loan with a big buyout clause at the end as an option. Do we do the same again? The reports suggest he's going to be good, but that lack of pace could be concerning. He wants to leave, which is good, but he might not have... He's a risk. He's a risk for a very short amount of time. And the problem is that all of our players are technically available. Like, because of where we are financially, like literally everybody is for sale. Come on, TJ, bin Hacken and get yourself to the Egyptian League. I mean, that's not the worst thinking. It's not a dreadful idea. I've had worse ideas. I can tell you that. I've definitely had worse ideas. Only report I ever saw didn't lie to me at all was my school report. See, sometimes. Amane is just about to come back. Or Charles, he needs to get back on the bench. Sexy Peter. So Zekovic is wanted. That's not going to help us either. Pereira's conceded 32 goals in 18 games. That's not good. Minus 24 is not good. Let's put a Bieber back in. See if he does any better. Gustan in on the follow. Appreciate you, Gustan. Very kind. Thank you for that. I never really understood how to use this skin. Join the club, Joey. I don't really think I understand it either. I'm slowly getting there, and I think Musterman would agree. I'm slowly getting there. Only compared to the first time I used it, which is me going, Now I'm like, Not much better, of course, but there's a tiny bit more understanding. It hasn't made me any more successful. Getting there quickly, I would say. That's what she said. McCall off after 3 minutes. Oh dear. What's going on? So, speaking about how I'm getting on with the skin, and I haven't got the defender that I need on the bench either. Well, this has been fun. This has been fun, hasn't it? Maybe we do just leave Sweden after all. Yeah. I'm too focused on the game. I know, Luffy. I should be distracted, shouldn't I? By like, biscuits and aliens and conspiracy theories. FM26. Do you want to start an online league? No, thanks, Kieran. Was that an invite to join an online league with yourself, or do I want that as an option to join an online league? Because if I'm being if I'm being honest, neither of those options appeal to me. Don't forget dog molesters. Yes, that's the thing as well. Mr. Burkholm, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you. 1-0 down, by the way, to Vasalund, who, of course, are in the relegation zone spots. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Against 10-man Hacken. Oh, good ball through as Ayari. There's Ristich. Pulled one back. We should run for the hills over to Norway. Ooh, that could be a thing. That could be. I mean, we'll keep our eyes peeled for Odd. We didn't get a chance to enjoy our IKEA furniture. Damn it, Sweden. Yeah. I mean, still 7 points outside of Europe. It's not... The problem is that we stuck out HIFK longer than this. And we had an 18-month transfer ban. You know, those owners were a bit shitty. These owners are also shitty. I feel like it's me. I feel like I attract these owners. Yeah? Obviously, you know, Farrell Constanta, Georgie Hadji, wonderful owner. Josefferson. I also don't really want to leave Josefferson. Because I don't know if we could bring him to another Swedish club. Maybe we could. The players are rebelling. Do you reckon that's it, Musterman? Do you reckon that they've thrown down the IKEA furniture? Just meant we've had enough. One too many rebuild jokes for us, thank you. Ayari. Oh, he did everything right until the shot. What's my favourite formation? Asks Borgas. Greetings from Spain. I love a 4-4-2, Borgas. I really do. Yeah. Love a 4-4-2. Although I feel like I've got a good 3-5-2 in me, and it's not just the way I'm sitting. I feel like there's definitely a formation there. I'm using it in the network save on Patreon. With varying degrees of success. Josefferson. See the season out. Review. See the budget. Plan from that. That's probably the best decision, to be honest, Ryan. Welcome in, Mr. Owens. Rich Owens is here, of course. A man who also loves a bit of Scandal football. Eden Rich, how's the stream? Appreciate the raid, my friend. Very kind. How is Viking Stavanger? I believe you're still in Stavanger, are you? Hope you're well. A bizarre Owens and Owen has appeared. Double Owens. Oh my word. Milosevic is injured. Oh, he's just made his debut. Oh no. Welcome in, by the way, everyone. Welcome in. Just off to do a very late bedtime with the Waynes. Be right back. No, you go crack on. You crack on, my friend. United CFM's here as well. I've come from Rich and his kids. I mean, unconnected, presumably. I'm hoping that was more grown-up moment of my evening. What's the random topic of the day for TJ? At the minute, Kev, believe it or not, it's FM. It's Football Manager chat. I'm trying to work out why my team is a bit all over the place. We're a man down. We're 2-1 up. Yeah, it's been interesting. We don't know what's going to happen. Our board have been horrible. They're taking money off us left, right, and centre. So yeah, it's all a bit confusing. Borgas on TikTok, sorry. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes. So YouTube is Tony Jameson FM. So we go on there and search there. Same as on TikTok and Twitch, sorry, as well. So you can get them all. You get all those, all the TJ content on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. The save is also co-streaming on YouTube as well, so you can watch the full screen on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok and you think, I can't make all this out, then there is access to it on YouTube, full screen. Because not everyone's got Twitch. I understand that as well. Yeah, we can't give Ben any more time. I think, to be honest, we can't give Ben more time. He took up a lot of airtime in the last week's stream, whatever this is. I've come for TJ stream, not for FM goodness. I know. I'm sorry, Kev. What can I say? I'm a changed woman, you know. Amara in with a tackle there. Josefferson. We just need to put our foot on the ball, don't we? Just retain possession. See, this is nice. This is all right. Ayari with the ball now. Back to McNabb. Iari inside. Sexy Peter. Oh! We can't leave, can we? We can't leave this team. We can't leave this team. We did win games while guiding Ben in his life / bullying him, almost, in a sense. That is stunning, isn't it? Iari with a wand of a right foot, Muster Man. There's your boy. There's your boy doing bits. What, we've got a question here. There's a question from Rich. It's about chalkboard stats to create some new custom views. Really depends on what you want. If you're playing high intensity transitional football, distance covered is far more useful than it would be for a slow possession heavy approach. Was I planning on leaving Hacken? Asks Kev. So I'm not going to lie, Kev. The last few months of the save, Samo, appreciate the follow. The last month of the save has been a bit difficult for us, really. We've not been able to find sufficient form, and we've lost 4 in 14, which is not dreadful by any stretch of the imagination. We're expected to finish in the bottom half. We're up near the European spots, so we got a little bit above our own station, I think. You know, Herberg's gone in there. That's got to be a red card, surely. Get him gone. Get him gone. He's off. Right, away you go. So we were sort of like up there or thereabouts and thought, well, we're doing pretty well here. And unfortunately, we maybe got a little bit ahead of ourselves. And yes, we started to slip a bit. But it's only when the board has started like skimming off the top of transfer fees and reducing our wage budget. So we had a wage budget of 55 grand a week, I think. And they've reduced that to 37 and we're spending 39. So that's worrying. With £3.5 million in the red, we've got a transfer budget. Oh, Shell nearly scores. We've got a transfer budget where we with 100 grand and we retain 5% of all transfer money we receive. So that's like negligible. It just feels like from a Moneyball perspective, the board are playing Moneyball as well. And they almost seem to have understood what we're doing and went, oh, we'll play Moneyball. We'll save as much money as possible as well. And that makes it quite tricky to try and bring anybody in or to see how we can develop the club going forward. It might be fine. It might be absolutely fine. But it's just that little... Oh, goalkeeper's come up for the header. It's just that little thing where I'm like, oh, I don't really know. But we got away with that one, didn't we? We got away with that. I thought we'd give away a penalty in the last second there. Oof. Will I stay in the league or have you got your eyes on elsewhere? Well, here's the thing, Kev. I've still got my heart in Scandinavia, so I'm not averse to leaving and staying in Sweden. Yeah? Malmo, for example, I'd be alright with Malmo. That looks like it's going to come up. But we spent a lot of time, 18 months in fact, at HIFK with no money as our own wages. We had an 18-month transfer ban. We were an amateur club at the start. So we've been in worse positions. Granted, not with better clubs. So there is part of me thinking, we can stick this out. This isn't too tough. You know, we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games to go. Okay. Our contract is up at the end of the season, so at the very least we have to see the season out. Lesu, we're using the Musterman skin, Lesu, which is great skin. I say we see the season out. The Odds Ball Club job has just become available. The Malmo job is insecure. Ooh. Talk to me, people. make some cases for either of these things. Odds Balclub, I think, have just gone bottom of the Elite Serien. I mean, that is an absolutely... I mean, that is a... Are we contractually obligated to odds? I don't know if we're contractually obligated. I certainly feel like... odds is always an option, isn't it? Yeah. Malmo has the money to actually play Moneyball. Odds' job against all odds. Well, what's odds finances like? Do we know? Because odds usually okay finances. Malmo okay finances. Usually, odds would have a couple of good youngsters that we could sell players and, you know, I mean, Siver Arsh is still there, up the arse. He's still there. Who else is still there that we know of? Josef Bakai is still there. That's Andre Rista's brother, I think, and he's 6'5" and 6'6" and 20. I mean, that for me is almost that's what we have to do, isn't it? Odd Harvite Rista, I believe he's Anders Rista's brother. There must be. There can't be two Ristas, surely. Unless, has he just changed his name, maybe? "6'6", 25 years old, getting him in the prime of his life. Welcome, by the way, to our console. Hope you're well, my friend. Nice to see you. A player at odd, called odd. It feels like fate. It does a bit, doesn't it? Goodwill Ambrose. Now, the interesting thing, of course, is going to be, right? Xhaka has landed. Right, okay. I'm going to a Be Right Back screen, and I'm going to come back sweaty. Oh, my word. Jonathan, it's happening. It's happening. Rich, on Twitch, it's happening. Xhaka is... it's gonna happen. Definitely consider the odds, as TalkSport reminded me. Don't be forget to be a dick. I don't know what the banned word says. Right, do you know what? I'll put in for it. Okay. Play defensive football. I like that. Messi is next. Mark my words. Where would he get in though? Where would he get in? Philip Jorgensen is good. Philip Jorgensen's brilliant. Is he still there? I think he's gone though, hasn't he? Right, I'll put in for odds, but Malmo is there. There is part of me that thinks that we have to. Part of me thinks that we have to stay at Hacken and ride it out. Do you know what I mean? That's a stupid thing for me to think of. What's my rep and does it match with Malmo? That's a good question. What is my rep? Where do I find my rep, Muster Man? My reputation is reasonable? Bad? I don't know. Nope. Under your name and job. You're a national rep. Oh, there. All right, so I'm national rep. Okay, that's good. If the Bridges Shopping Centre doesn't convince him, nothing will. Honestly, take him to... Well, I saw it on Twitter today. Someone had already photoshopped it and called it Xhaka White's Market, and I was like, yes, there. That's where it needs to be. Get that lad in there. Give him a Savoy dip. Right. Show him YouTube footage of us with Miroslav Klose. Done deal. Absolute done deal. Rename the bridge as well. And if the chant isn't something to do with Xhaka Khan, then why are we even bothering? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, just get him in. Get Xhaka in. A top 30 in Europe footballer, as rated by Football. Top 30, turning up at Sunderland, who apparently only sold Job because he bottled it. Unbelievable. And do you know what? I'm still not going to say that the Premier League's good. But I like a moment to myself. No, I want a moment with you all. And I want you all to look into my eyes as I make contact with every single one of you. But like, Dan, you've lived through this, right? You've lived through Xhaka at Arsenal. Like, you know that he's got a 30-yard screamer in him. He's got a red card in him. He's gonna be a bastard. He's going to kick things. He's getting the captain's armband, isn't he, as soon as he gets off the plane. We know that. 13 million, £4 million add-on. Feels like Cambiasso style vibes. Yeah. Like, I don't see... You read a couple of weeks ago, we were looking at John McGinn. Oh, that, again. McGinn's mint as well. McGinn is mint. I should send him a message and go, right, John, what is it going to happen? Is there a shithousing stat in the background of FM, and does Xhaka get 20? Xhaka's got 65 for it. So we've got so Xhaka turning up, right? The master of the dark arts. Ronaldo, the fullback. I mean, he played a lot of games under Diego Simeone, so he must know a few dark arts movements as well. He's probably a bit of a shithouse as well. So I'm liking this. Xhaka at Sunderland makes me feel like we're 5 years in the future of FM and transfers have got weird. This is the future now, Sean. This is the future. We're just going to try and do things properly, do things interestingly. It's that, or be Newcastle and not buy anybody, or be Burnley and not buy anybody, or be Southampton or Ipswich and buy players from the Championship. Have a go. If it doesn't work, who cares? You just get relegated again. You might as well have a go. At least this will be fun. But I am really upset at Mrs. J now for not letting me have a season ticket. She's deprived me of watching me see Xhaka knack people every other weekend. Honestly, the level of knacking, it would be like watching the UFC every week. Just, alright, in he goes, right? One kung fu kick to the neck of of anybody that tries to get past him. Sunderland have Xhaka and Newcastle have Ramsdale. Yeah. What was it the youngsters say? There's levels to this. Is that what they say? It's very exciting. No Catamol these days. You need angry people, twatting people. Agreed? Like, I think since Catamol, we haven't really had anybody who's going to walk around and just, headbutt people in the spine. And now we've got one, which is brilliant. He's going to be brilliant or woeful. I think he can only be brilliant because even if he's woeful, the fact that he's here is brilliant. So it's cult signing. Like, if he leaves in January, then again, it's like, I think it just adds to the mystique of the whole thing. Like, it's just mad. It's genuinely mad. Strangers, what's my favourite crisp? Oh, we did that last week, Strangers. It's salt and vinegar discos. Salt and vinegar squares, sorry. You shouldn't have ridiculed Mrs. J's biscuit selection. Well, we did. There was a reason for that. We did do it. Bet you get asked all the time. Sorry to ask again. What skin am I using? Looks class. Matthew, we do get asked, and I'm more than happy to share it with you as well. It is the Muster Man skin. So go and get yourself a Muster Man skin. You said Discos, it's confirmed. You know what? I did say Discos. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry. Carefree since 93. Another follow. Look at that. Hope Xhaka wears his shorts under his armpits in homage to Lee Cattermole. I hope so as well. And also, I hope that he doesn't just wear long sleeves. I hope he cuts his sleeves off like the Cameroon side that wore vests. I also, as well, hope that he goes around and takes gloves off anyone who's wearing short sleeves and gloves. And then just eats the gloves. And does that. Did think West Ham going to Sunderland for the first game was going to be a tidy start, but Xhaka has more spine than West Ham put together. He'll beast us. Agreed. I hope so. And as well, at the Stadium of Light as well, like the first tackle that he puts in, then the first tackle that Trey Hume puts in, and then West Ham just go, I don't really fancy this. Do you know what I mean? Luke O'Nine's just sitting there just going, this is great. This is class. Like, because he's not in trouble anymore now. Why Hacken? What year are we in? So we're in 2033, so that's season 10, and Hacken because we're doing a Journeyman save. So we're all over the place. Odds have decided to turn us down, which is interesting. So there we go. That maybe adds an answer to the story, doesn't it? Alexander Swedlund. Can play out wide. Let's bring him in because we think he can play out wide. Right, okay, there you go. Does Malmo still have a chokeload on the Allsvenskan title? No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, past winners have been Gothenburg, Hammarby, Elfsborg, Malmo back there, 27, Elfsborg, Hammarby, Djurgården. Only the once. In fact, the Malmo job is actually insecure. Look at them down there. There they are. Beneath us, weirdly. Luke O'Neill with a smile on his face as always as Xhaka squares up to him and screams, focus. Yeah. To paraphrase Mulder from the X-Files, I want to believe, not enjoy the transfer window, but think might close at relegation for the top half. Matthew Dickey, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. And this is why I say the Premier League's not great, though. Because you've got teams like West Ham, with all due respect. Once someone turns up and spends a bit of money, smartly, a team like West Ham look like, oh god, they can get dragged into something. Yeah. Bournemouth, have lost players. Wolves have lost players. Like, these teams have survived on the fact that the three teams that have come up have always been crap. And it looks very much like Sunderland don't want to get relegated straight away. Leeds have done the same and said, you know what, we quite fancy trying to stay up. Burnley haven't really got round to getting the memo yet, I don't think. Signing Carl Walker isn't going to help. And then letting everyone else leave. So, I don't know. Is Xhaka as available as a coach in our save? Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question, George. I like that question. Hold that thought. We had Yaya Toure in Poland, remember? Oh, Kolo Toure. And we've got Stephen Defoe as a coach at Hacken. We've got a corner coming in. Brentford actively trying to get relegated. Well, yeah, they're trying their best, aren't they? Just getting rid of everybody and the manager. Although they did get rid of Ramsdale, so maybe not going down. Well, that was last year, wasn't it? See another corner coming in. Here comes Josefferson. Whipped in, nodded away. Ayari brings it down. Oh, and McNabb didn't play for Brentford. No, he didn't. No, who am I thinking of? Who was it that he played for? And he's was it relegate? He's on 3 relegations, hasn't he? Who did he play for? Sheffield United. That was the one. Sorry, there's another team that wears red and white. So Bournemouth. That's what I was thinking. Bournemouth. Yeah, Sheffield United, Bournemouth. I knew Southampton. I made mistakes. It's fine. I'm too busy thinking of Granit Xhaka. Yeah, that's my answer for everything now. Evening Wazza, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Oh, this is why the game drags us back in. Look at this. We've played one more game than Hammerby, but we're only 2 points behind them now. Console listening to a new audiobook on Brentford's approach. Really good. It'll be lost on TJ. Just the title alone. I mean, come on, right? Ex-Genius includes Brighton and Liverpool too. I mean, Ex-Genius is a shit title, right? It's a shit title. And if you're talking about Liverpool, then I'm not going to read it. Just out of principle. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is how Liverpool should do business. Find Coutinho, sell him, and then live off that forever. Is the Swedish League actually good? Yes. Yes, the Swedish League is good. DS. It's fun. Lots of teams, very, very similar abilities. Oh, good goal. Should have been a goal. Should have been a goal. If Moneyball was called Ex-Genius, it would have flopped. Agreed, Adam. Absolutely agreed. Yeah. Yeah. Liverpool's not so much Moneyball, because, you know, Liverpool didn't spend any money ever. What they are good at doing, and I don't understand how they're doing it, is they're good at selling shite for a lot of money. Yeah. And obviously it was the owners that came up with this idea. Yeah, but I've got no idea how they managed to get so much money for players who aren't very good. That's the thing. Their players do play for free, Adam, you're right, yeah. They have a zero wage budget as well. It's bizarre, isn't it? Sauna Boy, it's 2033, so we're 10 years in, season 10. In real life, it's got quite competitive. In Sweden, yeah. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Kwanzaa for 30 million is mental, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. The guy who came up with the title Ex-Genius probably thought he was really the cleverest person in the room without noticing he was the only one there. Yeah, like he's listened to every episode of the High Performance podcast and then went Ex-Genius. That's it. There. Done. Thank you very much. And I bet he gave himself a fist bump on the way out. You know, the Ex-Genius guy's a pain in the arse down the pub. Oh, yeah, yeah. Down the pub, he's just called a prick. Josefferson! Liverpool's net spend, blah, blah, blah. Right, yeah, Liverpool's net spend is lower than Man City's. Yeah, You're having to compare yourself to Man City, though. Like, that's the problem. You know? That's like saying, all right, yeah, okay, fine. We don't spend as much as a state-owned football club. All right, well done. You're still not the little guys. Yeah? Evening, Gudja, how are you, buddy? Yeah, poor little Liverpool. You know, having to make do with just £400 million worth of transfers. You know, or a squad that's worth £2 billion. Poor Liverpool. Oh, do you remember that time they lost a player to Real Madrid once and still got money for him but cried? Do you remember that? Poor Liverpool. It's good when they're not pretending to be little boys anymore. I mean, it's taken you a long enough time to pretend, though, surely. You know. Can you give me 2 or 3 tips for FM? I go 16 games unbeaten, then dip. Oh, that just happens. Sauna boy. That happens. Like, you can't just keep the same tactic all the time. You need to be a little bit of aware that occasionally the opposition might try and do something different. So rotate your players. I think have a couple of tactics up your sleeves at all times. Have a 4-4-3, a 4-4-2, a 4-5-1. Don't be... embrace the sack. If it happens, it happens. Yeah? That's what we need to remember. We are living dangerously at the back here. And we are playing so badly at this moment in time. What on earth am I going to... Right. Let's put our foot on the ball here, because this is just ridiculous. Vent for care. We have to try and see this game out, so apologies for what I'm about to do here, by the way, folks. Must have been this. The only issue I've got at the minute is trying to get these players to snap down on the skin. I don't know whether it's my fault or someone else's. I can see where the player's meant to go, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to. Anyway, want to do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's user error. Don't worry, it's user error. Yeah, the next way you're in the wrong place. See, user error. Right, it's an interesting list. You know, enjoy the Moneyball stuff, but lost me when they said you're either a fox or a hedgehog. Right, okay. Yeah, now I'm confused. Well, I presume that means in terms of its approach. Like, as in, like, you either sleep and watch everyone, or you try and get ahead and go rummaging. Roy King, the pundit, is a hedgehog. He doesn't listen to anything other than his own opinions, whereas a fox adapts to information provided. Very odd. I wouldn't necessarily say that was the opinion. I wouldn't necessarily say that was how a fox would behave. Would you? But and again, what we booing? Xhaka on a plane. Here we go. Xhaka Khan, Xhaka Khan. Xhaka Khan. Yeah. Fabrizio can shut up. We're not bothered about Fabrizio, but Xhaka's on his way. What's a fun team for Moneyball? Every team, I suppose, really. Slepper. Every team. He'll be Xhakaing off. Yeah, absolutely, I will. Yeah. It's well, I don't know. Ask the Newcastle fans console. They're the ones that track the aeroplanes. Dafties. Into Ponteland Airport. But yeah, he'll have landed. He'll have had his medical. It'll all be sorted. You know, it would have been nice to have announced him in the new kit, but you know, maybe we'll just have to save him for bring the third kit out earlier. We polished our turds, shine it before we sell them. That's the one. Any leagues you'd recommend? I like Scandinavia, Schlepper. I like Scandinavia. Sweden, Norway. Norway's good because you can obviously sell players for decent money into mainland Europe. Sweden as well, but less so, I think. Poland was fun. Yeah, lots of people like Poland. I never really got on with it massively, but I think that was more of a me problem than anything else. The Malmo job's available. Do we consider trying to have a conversation at Malmo? I mean, they've got great facilities, youth and training. Talks don't hurt. Malmo is a sideways move at best. It is sideways, but what I'm thinking is are their owners less likely to keep taking money out of the pot? Yeah, treat yourself to Malmo. Bring back Zlatan. That's the thing. Evening, Ben. How are you, pal? Good to see you. Hope you're well. All very good. All very good. Thank you. It's sideways, but there's a higher ceiling. That's it. Ian Rambler Man, nice to see you. I mean, that's their Allsvenskan Roll of Honour. I mean, with all due respect, Hacken's Roll of Honour is not as big, but that means that we've obviously got the chance to actually bring some honour to them. They've won an Allsvenskan once. I fancied Malmo for a while. I have fancied Malmo for a while. Owners are less likely to skin off the top. I think hope you'll be a hot commodity come the end of the season after achieving wonderful things with Hacken. We could be. We could achieve wonderful things. I worry that the current state of play with the finances might continue. However, let's think about this. What if we fluke our way into Europe? What if we fluke our way into Europe? Malmo runners up in the European Cup in '79. They lost to Nottingham Forest. Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest. Could I negotiate start at the end of the season? Probably. I mean, they're 10 points clear of relegation, so theoretically they shouldn't go down. Theoretically. Where's Granit Xhaka? Granit Xhaka's left football, and he's just gone out like to become like a martial arts expert or something. Shall we see about having a conversation? It is a sideways step. I do believe that the develop players using the club's youth system, wage bill of 120 grand. That is 3 times the size of what we've currently got. They're playing 4-4-2 as well, which is good. Sweeney, appreciate the follow. Very kind, thank you for that. Xhaka probably doing time for GBH. Maybe. Hopefully. Pontus Dahlberg is still in goal. 35 years old. Excellent. Big fan of that. Gothenburg won a title. 2 UEFA Cups. True. Matthews asked what's my favourite leagues to manage. I like Norway. Why aren't I managing a Romanian team? Well, I did manage a Romanian team, Alian. I managed Farrell Constanta. It was fun. I had a great time doing it. It was a lot of fun. And then I left. Bizarrely, I left when we lost the title on the final day of the season. You know, IFK Gothenburg might have a job coming available as well shortly. Excellent training facilities, insecure finances. I mean, that would be literally going across the water, because they are our rivals, fierce rivals. BK Hacken, fierce rivalry. The chat forced TJ out of Romania. I think I was part of the problem as well. I think. So Hecken's not a rivalry of Malmo. We like to talk about Poland yet, or do we acknowledge it? We can talk about Poland. Yeah. I got sacked. In Poland because I made loads of mistakes, and I didn't learn from those mistakes. And then after a while, I decided that I didn't want to learn from those mistakes, so I sort of dug my heels in a little bit. Odd and Starbeck are available. We've just applied for Odd, and they've turned us down. And as for State Bake, well, you know, we've had many a run-in with State Bake in the past. Why do they hate me? Asks Benny. Why does who hate me? Poland. The club didn't like me because I kept losing games. It's reasonable when you think about it. They wanted me to win matches, and I kept losing them. So eventually the fans and the board just got a little bit fed up with that, and were like, we probably need to sack this guy. And yeah, it was reasonable. Malmo have offered us a job interview. Right, they are desperate. They are desperate. We managed Rakuf Chestakova. Okay, this could be interesting. Are we saying, chat? Are we saying that if we have any discussion with Malmo, we want it to be next season? That's when we want to go, isn't it? I mean, let's have a quick little nosy about what have we got. How long have we been at Hacken? One and a bit years, Ryan. Not long. This is our first full season, but we've had the board take money out of the wage budget. We've got 5% of transfer budget to be offered back as retainer. Finances are really bad. Need to get a badge saying you're acceptable fit for the vision of the future. Nightmare scenario. Agree to join Malmo next season. Get Europe with Hacken and Malmo have missed out. It's not a dreadful outcome, because we could, of course, allow Hacken to get into Europe, let them focus on that, which means that we then sort of like focus entirely on Malmo. Good youth academy, excellent youth recruitment. 22,000 seater stadium, that's a big jump as well. We're going to be making money here. Catch me up to why the board hate you. Basically, they're struggling for money, really, Harry. So they are £3.2 million in debt, probably more actually by the fact we've played a couple of games. They have taken 20 grand out of our wage budget for no reason, and they're only going to give us 5% of all transfers back. So if we sell players for like £1 million, we get £5,000, which is like, probably wrong maths, but 50 grand maybe or something. So it's not brilliant, and I'm concerned that might be an ongoing thing. The question now is, do we consider joining Malmo, who of course are a force in Swedish football? Everybody knows about Malmo. They've raised money this season. They've got players in who are probably better, we presume. They're playing badly though, that's the thing. Remember how form dropped off the end of last season? Probably go again. This would be the Boston Red Sox offering Billy Bean the chance to take his Moneyball approach from Oakland to Boston. Are you trying to say this is a perfect fit, Console? Like, the owners don't deserve us, says George. This is fair. This is fair. Oscar Paulson Lundell. Right. Look at those pressures, Musterman. Look at this. Let's retract my comment. Go now, don't wait. Really? Take the job at the end of the season. They're definitely a better team with a better infrastructure. Here for a good time, not a long time. Ooh. I'll stay to the end of the season. Maybe get Europe. That'll help the funds. I would love to do something good with Hacken. My concern with Hacken is, what if we get into Europe and then there's no funds? Yeah? What then? That will be the problem. Yeah? Evening, Y Callum. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not following Y Callum, why the devil not? Pourquoi the devil not? I've realised you're the opposite of John Terry, TJ. In many ways, Callum. In many ways. More ways than I think we would all dare to mention. In fact, to be fair, the similarities are very limited between myself and John Terry. Even if you get into Europe, that tight chairman will pocket the money and build himself a new sauna. Yes, it's probably it, isn't it? It probably is. You can go to Malmo at the beginning of next season. Hope you get into Europe if you don't get the job. Let's have the conversation with them. My thinking is maybe we ask for next year. Where did they finish last year was a question. Last year they were 10th. They're in a bit of a rut, to be honest. It's been 4 years since they finished in the top 3. 4 years. They're in a big rut. Oh, is this sleeping giant? Oh, here we go. Reputation rebuild. Malmo. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a Liverpool style rut. No, it's not. It's not a Liverpool style rut at all, Console. Oh, remember that time Liverpool finished 8th once? Yeah. What a dreadful rut. You might be the opposite of John Terry in some ways, but if Sunderland hit Europe, you're going full kit with Xhaka on this shirt, right? Oh, 100%. 100%. This is Brendan Rodgers abandoning Swansea for Liverpool. Sometimes a new club screams in your face. It does a bit, doesn't it? Look at this history. 23 titles. 19 cups. Again, I'm getting myself too involved here, and we know we're not going to get offered the job. Let's go and have a conversation. See what they're going to do. Right. Sleeping giant with youth academy and football. It's happening. The Swiss Army knife is coming. I know, Chris. I'm so excited. Xhaka is in. Xhaka White's market is a thing. Oh, let's see. We can still fuck this up. We can still fuck this up. Right. Okay. Just so you know, I'm taking it at the end of the season. Right. I'm seeing my time out at Hacken. Let's have a conversation. Some people might consider your lack of experience in this country. Do you believe they have valid concerns? I mean, I'm above you in the table, mate. So don't try and tell me that I don't have the experience to manage in Sweden. I'm looking down at your club right now from my bonfire that I'm currently managing in. Yeah. I do lack experience in this country. I've at least worked here before. No, that's not it. I think we ask for a chance. I admit I don't have as much experience as we would have liked, but extremely keen to be given a chance to work in this country for an extended period of time, despite the fact I'm already here. This is where, of course, some parts of FM need to just be brushed up a little bit, I think. Welcome in, SFC Edits. How are we? I hope you're getting your Granite Xhaka one done for tomorrow morning. Hope you're well. You developed a reputation for applying for other jobs while still employed. You heard about that, did you? Okay. Yeah. All right. Look. Okay. No more job applications. No more. No more job applications. Blanks, how are we doing, my friend? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Don't tell me about Swedish experience. I eat IKEA meatballs. Exactly. You've been embroiled in media controversies, citing your inability to command the support of your players. What do you have to say to address our concerns? I think you don't speak to the Polish team on my CV. Don't ask them for a reference. Yeah, they stitched me right up. Yeah. What was the Polish team? Probably Raków Częstochowa. And I'm not sure if it was them that have blamed us, but it's fine, innit? TJ knows the Swedish chef. I'm listening to the Swedish House Mafia right now. That's how Swedish I am. I've sent you 177 likes. Say thank you. Thanks. Thanks. It doesn't show me how many likes you send me, but that's very kind of you. Thank you. That is big numbers. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Anyway, other people on TikTok, by the way, do that. Hit that like button lots and lots and lots of times. See if you can beat 177. That's by the time we finish this interview. We want that likes to be at 4,000. Yeah. Let's see if we can do that. Right. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to promise whatever they ask for. I eat a Swede a day. I do. I drive a Skoda, but I can say it's a Volvo. Yeah. The club is looking to hire a manager comfortable with working with limited resources. Like, hello. Have you seen what I've got to work with here? Do you know what I mean? I'll do the right thing by the club's money. I'm doing Moneyball. We've been performing largely as expected. Have you? This is the best run of the season. You're doing dreadful. Honestly, do you think you can can you take us to the next level? My reputation speaks for itself. I mean, it's not that answer, is it? To be honest, really. Welcome to Talk Tonight Media. Nice to see you. Whoever gets the job doesn't need to make wholesale changes. The club is going pretty much as everyone expects them to be. I know I can get the job done. I believe in myself. How do you feel about working with Daniel Anderson, the director of football? Yes. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to request changes to our current backroom staff. We don't really plan to make any changes, I suppose. Yeah? We don't plan to make any changes. Long-term vision. Let's see what they're looking at. Okay? End of current season. Finish mid-table. That's not going to be my concern. We're going to join at the end of the season. Challenge for the cup. Work towards winning the Alpha. Hang on. This is a big jump. So the end of this season, if we join this season, is finish mid-table. and then next season work towards winning the title, and then 2035 win the title. Ooh, actually, oh. Ooh. How does that feel for everybody? Because that feels like a big jump, doesn't it, from what we've currently got here? Scott Colvin, we're currently at BK Hacken in Sweden, but we're interviewing for Malmo. Just continue that good run of form for a couple of years. Yeah, those 5 points in 7 games. I'm happy with that. Why not? We can do a mid-table. We have a transfer budget of £700,000. That's much better than what we've already got. You know. Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome edits. Thank you very much. That's some big numbers there. I'm the best live stream we've seen tonight. I'll take that. I think that transfer budget is fine. A wage budget of £117,000. Their wage budget is bigger than my transfer budget. Yeah, that's fine. Anything we wish to consider? I think maybe we need to consider when this happens, because I suppose we're okay. We don't get the option of it starting next season. Okay. Now we have a question. Right. So there's Malmo on a steep decline, and then they've rang for TJ. Do you know what? TJ will help. The sleeper. This is the Musterman skin. Musterman FM24 is what you need to start searching on your search engines. You can if you get it offered it though. Do you reckon we can? Do you reckon? I mean, look at genuinely, this is us here. This is what they're wanting. We can't even get any reports, can we? Of the your board will not allow you to scout this team, as it would be expensive for the club. Literally, we can't even scout the team. Take it, steady the ship, then attack it next year. Oh, there's a countdown to the elections in Hacken. That'll be fun. Yeah. Adelin, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Malmo, we're on the decline. I'll adjust the manager to get us out of this. We can't even afford the electric bill. We can't. Where's the old manager gone? He was sacked. He must have been sacked. He must have been, surely. Yeah. Kevin Nappen. Sacked after 1 year and 37 days. Unemployed. Where was he beforehand? It was at Bryn. Right. Okay. So now we wait. Now we wait and see what happens in Malmo. Yeah. Did they use the line when you suited their scaled back vision? And we feel be an acceptable fit for the club's vision for the future. So that sounds very much like they like the cut of our jib and they think we're the guy to take things forward. Edits. What's the crack? Right. Sveldberg's agreed to stay at Gothenburg so we don't get him. I've been caught napping on the job far too often. Ayo! I need to get a klaxon thing going off, don't I? Crack Attack Central's in. Here we go. Appreciate the raid, Crack Attack. Very kind. How are we? How was your stream? Hope it was a good one. We had a nice time. At least I didn't see the new Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson gets a lot of disrespect. I would love to be at the level of Roy Hodgson. That was a man who did a lot of good stuff. Yeah. Some respect needs to be given to Roy Hodgson. Put on his name. That's top likes in the stream. Top work for the likes. SAFC. They're all very, very much appreciated. The power of Granit Xhaka lives inside you. 3 games, 1 defeat, 2 wins. Second win got me in the semis of the Champions League. Nice work. Nice work. We've got an odd situation here because we've had a couple of good performances. Not great. Defensively, we're a little bit all over the place. And we don't know if we're leaving or not. We don't know whether or not we're going to leave to join Malmo. Well, the reason we don't know if we're going to leave is because we don't know if they're going to offer us the job yet. Yeah. This is the Musterman skin, Crack Attack. So Musterman is the man you need to say thank you to for making this wonderful, wonderful skin. And this is actually a TJ branded skin as well. So it's even special. No one else has got one of these. You could see the first match being Hacken versus Malmo. Oh, could you imagine, Ian? Could you imagine that? I mean, it's a month on. 6 games time. There's enough for them to get another 5 points if they really, really try. So they're 18 points. We're on 27. It's only 9 points. I mean, that would be class if we could overtake Hacken with 9 points. Wouldn't it? That would be funny. That would be funny. Obviously, I'm not thinking about anything. Yeah? I'm not thinking about anything. I'm focused on Hacken right now. And we go from here. What I do need to do is I need to put a centre back on the bench. The best run of the points has accumulated 7 points. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but do you know what? When teams are in relegation battles and all of a sudden they play beyond their abilities, I feel like it's like that. You know, for example, the best example, Sunderland, when they always get that thing of where they go on like this mad spree to stay in the league. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. Connell McCurdy, do you set up your own training schedules or download them? I do nothing with them, Connell. Absolutely nothing. If I do anything, I load Aaron's training schedules in from like FM22 or something. But yeah, I don't really bother with training. I struggle to see any extra benefit to it. You've sent 2,000 likes. It's now 4,000. I said it was impossible. I didn't say it was impossible. I said we could make it happen. You've made it happen. Oh yeah, you've made it happen. You bashed those buttons. Appreciate it. Thank you very, very much indeed. I've tweeted on about all the chat about Xhaka, but apparently Granite City is actually Aberdeen, who doesn't exist in the TJFM universe. Does that mean there's no Xhaka in the universe? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Oh, there's a Mane. Is that an offside goal? No, it's an own goal. We're going to stay have a few elements to do, so tune in and chat you later. No worries, take it easy, my friend. Welcome in. I did read the comment, Edit. You said that You said 2,000 likes is now 4,000. I said it was impossible. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was doable. I said someone has to do that. I said, can anyone do it? And that'd be great. I appreciate that you've managed to smash it. That's awesome. Awesome work. How are IK Cirrus doing? Don't know. Division below, I think. Possibly Harvard. So, not on the top flight by the looks of it yet. My team has hit that horrible form. Can't seem to change it. Sirius is not from the Swedish league, from the Allsvenskan. Where are they? Are they the league below? Or are they? They are Swedish, aren't they? Sirius. How many likes now? I don't know. Well defended. Oh, 10,000. 10,000 likes. And the Allsvenskan in real life, that'll... Alright, got you. Yeah, so there must be the division below then. In-game. My team's in a horrible run of form. I can't seem to change it. What do you recommend to do? Either do a team bonding session. Play a friendly against some local lunatics. That always seems to work. Get like a morale boosting friendly in there. Change your tactic or leave. I think they're for me. They seem to be the best options really. And one of those will work. And it depends upon your game as to which one works. Oh, look at the beautiful football from Hacken. Now we're starting to play football when there's all this possibility of me maybe walking away. Save, turn off the PC, come back tomorrow. That's also a thing. Look at this lovely little interchange here. Josefsson's the man, isn't he? It's moved us up into the European spots. We're 6 points behind Djurgården now. You're thinking about abandoning this? I know. Well, now it's interesting. We've got some decisions to make, chat, haven't we? I mean, we're not going to win the league. We know we're not going to win the title. But, Colin McCurdy, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. But it's all well and good winning the title with Malmo, who are used to winning titles. Is it a bit better winning the title with Hacken, who've only won it once before, and starting a new legacy? That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, Malmo aren't exactly an underdog, are they? What's the prize money for finishing top 4? We'll have to find that out, actually. The home turf is looking a little bit greener. Yeah. Not money, though. Vent. Evening, Llama. How are you, my friend? Llama's the man who got some common sense. He might be able to tell us what to do here. Llama, hope you're well. Wrist itch. Makes it 3. I feel like I have good support from the players. They play so much better when you're rumoured to leave. Possibly. Could be it. Llama, we've got a dilemma. A dilemma, some would say. Oof. So you might see here that BK Hacken are currently up to 4th in the Allsvenskan. Oh, the board keep taking money off us. They have they've stopped our wage budget. They've cut us down from 50 grand to 35 grand a week. We're paying 39 grand a week wages, by the way. So they knew what they were doing there. Our transfer budget is 100 grand. We are able to retain 5% of all transfers, which is like nothing. Not really useful. And then the Malmo job has become available. Yeah? And we've gone for an interview. Malmo are currently 9 points behind us. What do we do? Do we stay for Malmo and go there? Because they've previously won a lot of stuff. Or do we try and do it with Hacken? Because they've never done it before. Oh, and when Hacken are winning and playing well, they look lovely. But I just wonder that maybe the chairman's just a bit crap. Maybe that's doing it the hard way. Maybe that's the bit that we like. This does feel a little bit like first world problems. You're right, yeah, yeah. Oh, Llama, should I abandon my side that might win the league, or and go to one of the historic giants of the nation, or not? I guess when you put it like that, it's like it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to think, isn't it? Right, so bear with me 2 seconds. It's hardly Motherwell. Yeah, my diamond shoes pinching. They are a little bit, Llama, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I do feel a little bit overly privileged here, doesn't it? Yeah. More importantly, and because I wasn't on stream today. How was your stream today, by the way, Llama? How did you get on? It is a nice dilemma to have. It is. Wait until the elections to see what's decided. Yeah, I wonder what the elections do in Sweden. I sense not much. Wouldn't hold up too much hope the elections in Sweden with 50+1. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's not like it's going to change much, is it? I mean, yeah, it's not looking good, is it? £3.5 million in debt. The wage budget is over what we've got, but they've cut it down from 50 grand. Yeah. But if we look at the season preview, we're expected to finish 7th. Malmo are expected to finish 4th. SAFC, I've seen everything you've done so far on TikTok. What have you read? You're asking about how many like you, yeah, it's just likes, in it, and then you're doing thumbs and points. Like I've read it, I've seen it. Just chill, like it's cool, you know. How much is finishing in the league? That was a question that was asked, wasn't it? £2 million for winning the league, right? 1.5 million for finishing 4th. And basically everyone seems to get the same amount of money, really. Can you look at the wage expenditure of each club in the league table? Stats. Team detailed. Now show me where this is going to be. Wages. Finances. Salary per annum. Yeah? Is that it? Well, I've got the second lowest wage budget. 1.7 million. Malmo's is 5.26. Yeah, and they've got a spend of 1.2 million. Ours is 162,000. So position, yeah. What was the wage budget that they offered us? They offered us 117 grand, I think. So you want the romance of winning difficult, or do you want a trophy so you can move on? Oh, Llama, you know the answer now, don't you? You've been very, very clever there. Put the shoes back, everyone. We're not going to fancy Malmo. Yeah? That's a budget of £6 million a year. So is that less then, is it? Or they're currently spending 5 million and they're offering us 6 million. Is that what it is? You have £750,000 spare. A net transfer spend, which of course everyone loves net transfer spend. Malmo actually are doing pretty good with their transfer. They are £1.2 million in the black. They're second best Moneyballers. Hacken 11th. Change the percentages to annual. I don't understand. I mean, look, we're one of the smallest clubs. Stadium sellouts. 83% of capacity of our stadium. 90% of Malmo's. As you say, it's just going and hanging out with the big boys, isn't it? And is that what we're about? Miss a life. You're in a title race and you want to leave for a mid-table team. Yeah. Well, Odds Ball Club didn't want us, so that made that easier, didn't it? Yeah. What's the job centre saying? Thomas Brathley is the favourite. He was Buddha Glimt's manager. So he's probably a reasonable shout, to be honest. If you take Malmo, you have to aim for European glory. That's true. That's true. And there's there's also the thinking of they want us to win the league next year, so we could get sacked next year. Yeah, which is what Lama's just saying here. You've been under more pressure before but faced the sack, so that's got its own consequences. Otherwise it may feel like it kills the save. Yeah. We're probably onto a reasonable thing here at Hacken, because we're expected to finish mid-table, aren't we? That's the expectations, right? Have won a league title so far? No, I haven't. Yeah, 5-year plan. Finish in the top half, finish in the top half, finish in the top half, finish in the top half. We've got 5 years to finish in the top half of the table. Whereas Malmo want the title next year. Throw those diamond shoes away, put the Gregory Hines tap dancing shoes on. Gaffer, we're staying at Hacken. Malmo will accelerate a bigger nation like Belgium, Holland, Portugal. I'm fighting for staying, but a 5-year plan of mid-table mediocrity suggests a lack of ambition. It does. But then again, if we win a title, we could just, and I'm not saying that we would win a title, then obviously we could move with our heads held high. But if we stay, what do Hacken then want if you overperform? What happens next season? Can we get players in through the door? We're going to have to sell what looks like a 16-year-old here as well for 150 grand plus 40% of their profit from the next sale. Just because it's money. Is 150 grand not very much? It's not, is it? But we are a selling club. Oh, Decisions. I think the question is, do I believe I can do something with Hacken? Maybe. Have I worked under worse chairman? Yes, absolutely. It's a fun dilemma to watch you tussle with. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Hecken's expectations will rise. I see you've got to go financially broke. They are, but Malmo job unsuccessful. There we go. That's it. It's decided. It's been decided. That solves that problem. We got ahead of ourselves again. Matthias Palman. Where did Matthias Palman come from? He was Kalmar's manager. And they're 7th. Alright, okay. You haven't been offered the job, time waster. I know, Lama. You know what I'm like. I get too wrapped up in things, don't I? Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna ask for a new contract. Come on, no, we're not getting a new. We're not going there. Let's see if we can get a coaching course in, shall we? Do our badges. They're now the enemy. Second round. Let's make the offer to get home advantage. Coaching course rejected. Unwilling to consider this due to the club's present financial situation. They can't even afford to send me on a coaching course. The more I hear about this board, I know DM. I'm trying my best here. End of the day, Hecken's board knows of the Malmo conversations. You should negotiate a better contract with TJ if they want to keep him and succeed. Never mind, we're staying. It's class in how quickly this all changes around. Who's our highest value player? It's probably still a Mane, I think. It'll be... Where is he? Where's Mane? Here he is. Yeah, 3.7 million. 3.5 grand a week. He's been playing well, but he's not going to improve. He's at the top of his game, but he's still only getting a 6.99. Might need to sell him. Yeah. And just put anybody in main European window by next summer window. He'll only have 6 months left. Yeah, well, that's what happened with McNabb as well. We've lost him on a free. Early Nygaard, actually, we should probably try and get him locked down because he might have to play. If we get £4 million, that clears the debt. Well, yeah, because we're not going to get any of it back in transfer funds, are we? That's the thing. Yeah, Zekovic is no longer wanted, which is good. Ayari's got a deal till 35. He's going nowhere. Okay. This is it then. Due to sell-on clause guaranteeing 30% of the profit. Ogurita will receive £4,000 following Elliot Turn's move from Trelleborg. Hacken have also been given £1,700. Oh, there you go. Free money. Don't pass go. You get 40p in a chalk ice from him. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, the fans seem to be happy at the minute, and the board are like, yeah, okay, fine, you know, you're doing all right, you're doing better than we expected, but that's fine. They'll leave you with 5% of the chalk ice. That's just the wrapper. That's vanilla ice they're going to leave me with. Larry Ramirez. What a name. Let's see if there's anybody. Samuel Afori. Why do I know that name? I'm 20 years old now, I don't. Must be someone else. You get nothing, good day, sir. Yeah, that's right. Nothing. What have I skied? They're the Elite 7, so that's maybe somebody. Right, I need to try and find a... I need to try and find players who are going to be free. That's the problem. You know, no wages. Nothing. Where do these people live? How's the next Haaland looking? I mean, I think we've very quickly changed our opinion on him. 1 goal, 1 assist. He's mainly been a sub. He's now no longer dubbed the new Haaland. But he was for a bit. Yeah, he's young. He's 19. We can stick him up top. He'll develop. He'll be fine. Yeah. Kasper Lewandowski, formerly of Rakoof. Ooh, that could be interesting. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Sadly, all that wage that he wants is not going to work for us. Sounds like the new X-Player works. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. He was Holland, then stepped onto the pitch. Yeah, he was part of that team that lost a couple of matches, and then everyone just went, "Well, he's not very good." It's media predictions gone wrong, isn't it? You know, that's the problem. But yeah, we brought him in. We did what we thought we could do with him. He's not quite lived up to his no hype. So right, Malmo drew with Mjällby. They're 8 behind us now. This is the question, though, isn't it? Like, you know, if Malmo do get a resurgence, then they're going to start pushing on. We're 9 points behind Djurgården. We're level with Hammarby. 4th and 5th. We're playing Kalmar next. We're in 7th. Let's offer him out, but without the money. Let's see how much he's going to generate, shall we? He's the new John Guidetti. I mean, that's a player right there. John Guidetti. Musterman, are you still about? Or what do you think with this? Patrick Fernandenson. 16 years old. 150 grand, but that includes international things and 40% of his next sale. Do we reckon that they're going to sell him for more than 150 grand? I think for a 16-year-old who isn't in the team yet, a fifth of his top value, yeah. He could potentially get better. Does he not want to go? Oh, right. If he doesn't want to go, he stays. Lovely. Good spot, Joey. He was interested in going before, that's why I held it. Right. Dan's in on the follow. Appreciate it, Dan. Very kind. Tom Danielson. Is he transfer list? He's listed for loan. 4 goals in 12 games, 4 assists from the wings. We could do with a bit of wings, couldn't we? Would you do it for no money, please? Would that be nice? The Legend of Cardiff made an offer of £675,000 for a player that we thought was worth £3 million. And he's not interested in going. That is ridiculous. Absolutely disgusting. We're season 10, Dan. Season 10. The board are reserving judgment until a few more matches have been played. We've played half a season. The board believe your transfer performance in the transfer market has not been satisfactory. We can't do any work in the transfer market. You've taken our money off us. Somehow we've spent £250,000 and I don't know how. Apart from McCullough, I suppose, really. Everyone else has had to come in on a free. I think I am falling out with the board again. It's going to be interesting how quick I turn on them again, isn't it? Fuck off. Not yours. Yeah. Right, Hal Forson's now wanted. Let's get him out, shall we? Right, come on then, Hacken boys, let's give ourselves another victory, shall we? So August, September, October, November, 3 months left. Right, 3 months of our contract left at Hacken. Not necessarily 3 months of the club left. Cleared Carlucci on the break. Oh, Lickenbach's just knackered him. Get in there. Proper Granit Xhaka elbow to the head. As the man who keeps dipping his fingers in our budgets, make like a tree and get lost, chairman. Yeah. Absolutely. Oof. Do Kalmar have a manager, or are you playing as a caretaker? I'm not sure. Oh, nice knock. Thought that went to the back post there. Vent. Cuts it back. Oh, pick it out. Amara. That's Amara. Do-do-do-do-do. Great finish. Great finish. Okay, so goal difference behind IFK Gothenburg. I mean, if someone had offered us 8th at the start of the season, we'd have taken it. 5th seems wild. 4 clear of Mjällby. 2 goals behind Gothenburg. Obviously, throw in now for the opposition, so let's not focus on where we are just yet. This is what I'm learning with Sweden, isn't it? You can't predict anything. Yeah, don't get too comfortable. It's a good finish, though. Keeper's got to do better. Who buys Brazilian goalkeepers anyway? They don't represent value for money. Our players thumping the ball outside the boxes like Paul Scholes used to. We do that, yeah. Teflon gloves. Think so. Amane is on a 6-5 and he's got a yellow card, so he doesn't obviously like the fact he's been offered out. That's not really worked for him. Let's put Milosevic in. Ristic, Vent. Mara's taking a knock. Time a sexy Peter to go on. Ristic can come off Orschel. Encourage everyone a bit to bring McNabb off. Can't. Hoyland gives the ball away. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. So Sexy Peter gives the ball away. And from there, it was might as well not have a goalkeeper. I know. Right, demand more from everybody at this point. Who are we bringing on? We'll bring in Nergard, possibly. Nab's having a shocker, isn't he? Can't make any more changes. Brilliant. Okay, fine. Let's just leave that where it is. It is a great finish, but the goalkeeper's got to do better though, Dimmy, I think. Especially in a match of this importance. Losing the caretakers. Ambrosius, the Devonshire Custard, scored at the back post. And that's not a slur, by the way, right? He was Bobbins. He is, but statistically, he did well last season. He was in a team that was struggling, but he did very well. I think finding a goalkeeper that we can afford is going to be really tricky. We've conceded a lot of goals this year. So yeah, that's a shame, losing the match like that. That's not ideal. Letting 3 of an XG of 0.39. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just, yeah, that happens, sadly. I don't really know what to say. You know, there we were, one moment thinking, oh, everything's brilliant, everything's great, and then it's like, oh, no, crash back down to earth, here we go. But it ties in with what Lama was saying, you know, what do we want to do? Do we want to, you know, win with an easy team, or do we want to try and, you know, earn it? And we're all about earning it, aren't we? Where's the be better at football option? There should be one, shouldn't there? Is he still? Falkenberg is still. Oh, they're in the second division now. Win with an easy team or lose with a hard one. We've picked losing. Yeah, we've picked it. Yeah, and that's just. It's just the way it is, isn't it? Stan, thank you very much. It's the Musterman skin we're using. This is indeed a beautiful skin. It's a wonderful piece of work. Yeah, we've made our bed. We have to lie in it, I think. Malmo's not the only job in the world if you feel like moving on. Exactly, exactly. Exactly. We can find some. We can find a new job, a better job, if we want one. Question is, at this point, Musterman, how do we find a panic signing goalkeeper at this moment in time? SG Pip, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Finland, Romania, Poland, Sweden. It would feel rude not to move country again. True. We'll move at some point. The matter is when. I don't really want to go just yet. Joachim Persson. There's a goalkeeper from Malmo. Look on the low market right in the transfer window. 6'5", wanted by Elfsborg. Doesn't like big matches. He's conceded 7 goals in the last 2 games. Last 2 years, sorry. Looking at the data is interesting. It is interesting. I just need to work out how to really drill into it. Rich, that's the thing. Yeah. You meant I have beautiful skin. Oh, thank you, Stan. That's very, very kind. That's very. No one's ever said I've got beautiful skin before. I've got good lighting. Is what I've got. I think. In fact, you know what? No, my skin's all right. My skin's not bad. I've had a haircut and a beard trim today, so everything's looking a bit shinier as well. My beard was very, very messy. Once I saw it being all like tidied up today, I was just like, oh yeah, that was quite bad. But yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I've not even got any moisturiser on. This is my natural glow. You know. So yeah, thank you for noticing. Lichtenberg's going to want far too much cash, so we can't get him in. And then Paredes is very expensive indeed, like $5,000. Let's see if we can come in without any wages. Can't see what's going to happen. Basnet, 5 minutes of train before my signal drops. The best FM streamer is right here. Thank you, Basnet. Hope you're good, my friend. How's your weekend been? Did you obviously you've been festivaling? You've had a great time festivaling. How was Red's wedding? Did you go to Red's wedding? That looked like that was fun. But yeah, hope life is treating you good. Are you on your way to Edinburgh in a minute as well? Is the other question. Wedding was insane. I've seen a couple of pictures of it, and it looked exactly that. It looked exactly that. We wouldn't have expected anything less, though, right? Surely not. Yeah, everyone looked fantastic, so I'm sure everyone had a fantastic day. So awesome to see. Awesome to see. Men don't get or give anywhere near enough compliments on their appearance. I agree, Sean. I agree. More people should. So, I mean, I can't see what you lot look like, so I'll say all your skins look wonderful as well. Yeah. I also have lovely hair. Not surprised you've got nice skin. Well, yeah. Thank you. You know, I do try. I'm 45. I've got to make an effort, haven't I? You know what I mean? Like, I've got to make an effort. From pantomime ceremony to Mulholland DJing in gold hot pants, I saw Captain Bendy turn up, which was again, it's a sight to see, isn't it? Kang's in, nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, the elections are getting close. Again, it's not going to make any issue to our season's goals. Mana Lorenzo, 300 quid. Do we pay 300 quid for a goalkeeper? He's made 11 saves. That's probably more than anybody's made in our team. Again, let's see if we can do it for free. Yeah, all good. Thank you, Kang. All good. Can't really complain. To be honest, life is grand. Everything is good. Everything is very, very good. We've been through the crap bits. We're now into the good bits. Yeah. Does he have hands? Does he know what football is? If so, get him in. Cannot confirm either of those things. Yeah. Cannot confirm. Also cannot deny either of those things. So. Kajbek Nabiev. $7,000. Oh, buy now. It's a very quick way to talk yourself out of a transfer, isn't it? How much are you getting? $7,000. Buy now. Torvald Hoy. Fickle. I want a fickle goalkeeper there. Robert Medved. He says he's related to George Weah. Get him out. Yeah. I think you're right. You're absolutely right. I think we just keep going without. I think we just trust in what we've got and see if that'll get us to the end of the season. We'll probably miss out on Europe, I would imagine. $850,000 for Zalesnikar. Is that all we're getting? You have a Brazilian goalkeeper, you want more like Alisson, less like Gomez. Is Alisson that good a goalkeeper? I don't really think he is. I'm not getting into that. Everyone will get really angry. £300 to get Thomas Danielson in. Even Liv, how are you? Hope you're well. I mean, that's 12 matches this season, 4 goals, 4 assists. Do we pay 400 quid for that? I mean, what's he going to do? Come in and be backup for Ayari? Backup for Josefferson? You conquered Larissa in Total War. Good. Good. Take it down. Take Larissa down. I'm not judgy in real life, but show me a 5'7" Chapman FM and I avoid like I've got scurvy. True. Ludo, what did you do to annoy the board? I don't know. They keep taking money off me. I'm not really sure why. But they seem to think it's completely reasonable to just keep taking cash off us. So fine, that's how we live apparently. So it'll be all right, I'm sure, in the long run. But yeah, hope you're well, pal. It's definitely nothing to do with the debt. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, they would have mentioned that, wouldn't they? Yeah. But thankfully, Josefferson just keeps playing really well, so that's sort of covering over the cracks a little bit. 18 matches played, 7 goals, 11 assists. Yeah, he's definitely putting eyes somewhere else. We're just sort of tickling the undercarriage of the European spots, and in order to do that, we're looking at selling our best player. So that seems to be the most logical way of doing things around here. Right, so Amara's injured, so he's got to come out. So let's put Milosevic in. Lickenback suspended, so McCall's going to have to come in. There's another defensive change. Evening, Hazard. Welcome in. Welcome in. Right, let's tell everyone that we can win to improve our chance of qualifying for Europe. What we got left? 10 games or something, I think. Seems about right. Hopefully we can have a better performance with against Kalmar. Milosevic inside. Josefferson. Oh, almost. You see, we're managing in Norway. No, we're in Sweden, Hazard. Sweden. Close. Very close. This should be an interesting match against Mjällby. So there's 30 matches to play. We're on 18. Hazard in on the sub. Appreciate it, Hazard. Very kind, my friend. Thank you for the support. Oh, good ball through. Josefferson. Genuinely, everyone who drops follows and subs and that, they are much appreciated. Can't be asked with ads. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sorry for the Welsh. Never apologise. Never apologise. Ludo, you talk Welsh all you want, my friend. Yeah. I'm not going to be sat here going, en anglais. You know what I mean? It'd be horrible if I did that. Norwegian League seems interesting in managing. It is, Hazard. It's cool. We like the Norwegian League. All of Scandinavia is fun. if you're leaving at the end of the season, is now the time to renegotiate players' contracts to include a release clause. No, that's cheating, Musterman, isn't it? That's cheating. Oh, Ristich. Or do we now dig our heels in? Are we staying for another year? I mean, maybe the board can't afford for us to do a coaching badge, but do we just stay out of spite? Ayari! Not all players, maybe just the one that you promised to take with you. I can't leave Jefferson and Ayari behind, though. That's the problem. Once my job is done at Varen Nagasaki, I'll manage somewhere in Scandinavia. That's a good shout. Right, let's look at this logically, okay? Next season, players that would stay. Yahaya, the right fullback. Zekovic, the centre-back. Jefferson. Ayari. That's the players that are staying, aren't they? Really, everyone else's positions are kind of up for grabs. Vent, Ristich, maybe. Could we get a better striker? Strikers. Cheating is a broad term. It's not like you're in a shoe. You get a yellow card between 75 and 80 minutes. We could do that as well. We could also do that as well, cyclist, if we really believed in ourselves. Yeah, so I reckon there's 5 or 6 players that we would definitely have next year. And then there's, well, what's that? 5 positions left to fill. So we definitely want a goalkeeper. We definitely want another centre half. A left back is an absolute must because we haven't got one. And then we'd have to try and work out some sort of balance in the midfield if Amani goes. Or when Amani goes. Unless Sexy Peter steps up. But I don't think Sexy Peter's good enough at this moment in time. I don't know whether Milosevic is good enough at this sort of time. Whether we then go into a diamond maybe. Like a wide diamond. To have Milosevic at the top and have Sexy Peter at the bottom in like a DM. But I think the fact that those midfielders are together, it allows Ayari and Jefferson to do magic things. Oh, Ayari intercepts. Here's Vent. Oh, gives it away. Ayari's closing down. Oof. Off the ball there from McCall. This is a goal. Got to be. Arm around the shoulder of Jacker. I need you to put a rough tackle after 75 minutes. You'll get a bonus if you do. Save your money, Gaffer. I was going to do it anyway. Gets a red after 7 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Giving the ball away, haven't we? Right, focus everybody. Come on. Right, everyone's now upset. Jefferson gives it away. This is concerning. Very concerning. Be disciplined, play for set pieces. Let's get that directness up a bit. Push the play a bit higher. Who's tiring at this moment in time? McNabb's having a shocker again. It's gonna have to be McNabb's gonna have to come off, I'm afraid. As Carlson does instead. And ambitious. Don't want that, do we? Stanovic. Let's put Vent. Replace for Orshal. I need someone else in the midfield, I think, to be honest. So I think it might need to change. Hammarby are losing to Elfsborg, which means we go back on level terms with them. 3 behind Gothenburg, 4 behind AIK. I say that, we're about to concede a corner. We're about to concede from a corner. Always happens, doesn't it? Always. Shergarden 5-1 up against Kalmar now. Malmo 5-3 up against Örebro. We've drawn 2-2. Threw away a 2-goal lead. What league would you say is the most enjoyable to manage in? Indonesia. Indonesia's good. Although I do think that Norway is fun. Heading out, catch up soon. Oh, no worries, Ridge up, no worries. I'm not going to be too far behind you, to be honest. What makes the league stand out? All the players are shit. Hazard, that's the problem. Like, everyone is dreadful in Indonesia. Like, all the standard is really, really low. But you're allowed 3 foreigners. So, essentially, what you do is all of the players are average height 5'6", 5'7", including the goalkeepers, right? And then what you do is you sign a Brazilian, and then you sign a Brazilian forward, you sign a Serbian centre back, and you're allowed 3 players. So as long as you then got like some sort of like, you got to get someone from Asia as well. So maybe get like an Australian midfielder. And it's just class, like, because the league is then basically a battle of who's got the 3 best foreign players, and some of the ways that it plays out is like amazing, absolutely amazing. Right, we'll get Mohamed Salah in on trial. My question is, can we train him on a different position rather than central midfield? Emergency backup, but could end up being a leading player. Plays 1-2, likes to lob the keeper, tries killer balls. Let's see what they say, shall we? Halmstad next. Yeah, I mean, look, we can't really afford to bring anybody in at the minute, so they want Dequan, but can we afford him? No. Buda Glimt to try to send Trushbergt. Where's Job? Is Job a free transfer yet? No, not yet. Damn it. Worth pointing out as well, by the way, that I am away with work again. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, so I'll be back Thursday for the podcast. So there'll be no stream Wednesday this week, but we'll be back with the podcast with someone who's not a medical professional, but his user moniker would suggest that he might be. So, yeah, Dr. Benji will be joining us on the podcast this week. So, any questions for him? Pop them up in the old Discord. Yeah, he'll be on the show on Thursday night. And we're going to do a special record as well with Callum, because Callum's doing a charity match at Slough on the 16th of August. Loads of Football Manager creators are going to be there, including myself playing. So yeah, we'll do a bit about the charity match and the tickets and all that sort of stuff. So we'll get that recorded over the weekend probably. Restitch is headed just over the top. It was going to be Dr. Fox. It was going to be Dr. Dre, actually, we were going to get, but forgot. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it when you forget. He gets really, really upset. Takes it personally. Which I think is fair. Straight at the keeper, that, innit? Snoop Dogg shows up at Swansea, Dr. Dre at Sunderland. Isn't that the current reality? No, I wouldn't imagine so. To be fair, we'd sign Eminem the way that our transfers are going. Turns out Sunderland have signed the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. Has anyone seen Wycliffe Jean before November? I don't think so. No. So is he possibly Santa Claus? Yeah. Can't confirm, can't deny. Patrick Butler, happening. It is happening. I presume you're talking about Granit Xhaka. It's a thing. It's on. Xhaka White's market is being built as we speak. Ristich heads it over the top. He's just there, just headbutting Pension Monument just to see if it, just see how strong it is. More of a hello, where you're from. Oh, okay, nice. Where's happening from? Is that a US thing? Happening. Derry. Oh, it's the Derry thing. Ah, my apologies. Welcome in. Beautiful part of the world, Derry. I had a belting gig at Lavery's there years ago. Oh, there you go. There's the bugger there where the kit's all faff out. Not seen that for a while. It's nice when some of the old bugs come back, innit? Yeah. Crossed in, cleared away. Only as far as their player though, so not actually cleared away. Just finished an FM stint for the night. A few of us doing a save. Barca, PSG and Bayern. Nice work. Sounds like a handy enough save. Bit of Granit Xhaka's hero growing up was Marvin Hagler. Both live with the same motto, war. I think so. Amara inside. Shot wide by Ristich. Amane's not having a good time. Jefferson's on a yellow card. I feel we should bring him off for Nygaard. Amane 6-4. Let's put Milosevic on. I was going to say a sexy Peter, but I feel like Milosevic is maybe the right one. Nygaard gives it away. Amara, Ristich. Oh, it's Nygaard. Oh, he's put it wide. Honestly, is the graphics bug going to stop us scoring as well, I think? If M66 doesn't have lime green headbands of the odd guy playing all black, I'm not sure I want to play it. Exactly. Agreed completely. You know, game's gone if all that doesn't work, isn't it? Right, should we encourage a bit more? This is bottom of the table, Halmstad. Nil-nil at home. Ayari floats it over. Penalty. That'll do. Ristich gives us hope of 3 points. There's no guarantees. Wasn't Sweden the only European country rejecting the VAR? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't. Is that true? If it is true, I love it. It was an awful penalty, but they do all count. And we're still 2 points behind Europe. We might not get there now because Hacken and Hammarby have got a game in hand. We've managed to just about nudge our way through. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. The fans voted against it. The fans are smart. You've turned the Bravida Arena into a fortress. Well, I'm not sure about that, but we're starting to get a bit more of a run put together. Yeah, we're 5th. We've lost 5 games out of 19. That's very good. Djurgården have lost 1. AIK have lost 3. We've scored 41. Which, you know, Djurgården have scored 49. Problem is we've conceded 31. That's the problem. So, in fact, look at that. Bromma Perkania have scored 10. Conceded 29. They've scored 10 goals all season. Wow. Board request. We need turrets. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. We do need turrets. We also need this guy, Johan Redenstrand. Look at his facial hair and beard. He's worth far too much money. We can't afford him, but it'll be nice. Right. I think that's where we go. Did we hear back from Malmo? Very quickly we heard back from Malmo, Ian. Yeah, they didn't want us. They didn't want us, so we said, fine, stuff you. And stuff your stupid job. And yeah, so we stay where we are for now. Dahlem in on the follow. Appreciate that. Very, very kind. IFK Gothenburg. Very big rivals of Hacken. That would cause a little bit of an issue, but let's stay where we are. We don't have a contract at the minute beyond the end of the season. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games left of the season, and some cup run possibly. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? Genuinely. I'm not going to be here on Wednesday, as I say. So I'm going to be away, so go and find someone else to have a watch of on Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled for the FM Show podcast on Thursday. And take care of yourselves, as always. It's been fun. We're going to go and raid the FM Junkie now, so go and give them some love. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Speak to you all very soon. All the best, everyone. Speak in a bit. Bye now.